So hey guys, thank you for watching my channel Learn to Know CBSE Biology. I am Amitesh and today I am back again with another chapter of NCERT Sexual Reproduction of Flowering Plants. Today the topic I'll be discussing is microsporogenesis and the introduction to the chapter. So as we already have learned in the first chapter reproduction in organism, sexual reproduction means involvement of gametes and formation of haploid gametes. It involves recombination. It involves genetic recombination. And the most important phase is the meiosis, because in the crossing over it forms the recombination. So as we will start with microsporogenesis, in a flower when it attains its maturity, what are the different changes we see? In a flower, the first change we see is hormonal change. Next is a differentiation into its different parts. The anther gets matured, the stigma gets matured. In some plants, the stigma is lately matured than the anther in order to prevent self-fertilization. This I will be discussing later in my classes. Next is the development of floral primordium. Development of inflorescence. What is inflorescence? Inflorescence is defined as a pattern of arrangement of flower in the pattern in which the flowers are arranged. And last is the development of the anthers and stigma, that is pollens and the ovum. So anther or gamete formation, better is gamete formation. Okay, next. Today in this video I will be only discussing, since these are all introduction part, I will be only discussing gamete formation, that to male gamete, that is pollen grain, the formation of pollen grain, the structure of an anther. So what is anther or androecium? Androecium is defined as a male reproductive part of a flowering plant. This is the appropriate definition of androecium. So in androecium, what does they form as the unit of the reproduction, sexual reproduction? That is known as pollen grain. An anther looks like this. This is how an anther looks. So, this is an anther, this is filament. The structure is of stamen or androecium. Anther, as we can see, it is divided into two lobes. This is one lobe, this is another lobe. So it is number one, bilobed. See, each lobe has two thecas. This is one theca, this is one theca. Again, this is one theca, this is one theca. So it is diathecious. Okay. Now, these are called the microsporangia. Microsporangia later forms the pollen sac. The pollen sac is the microsporangia which differentiate to form the pollen sac. Now, if we undergo this, if we can see this structure, the anther in a broader view, in a broader sectional view, we can see a structure like this. Now, the coverings are epidermis for outer covering. Next is endothecium. Next is middle layer. And finally, these are the pollen sac. The pollen sac have a covering known as the tapetum. So So I have just drawn a rough figure. This is not at all good. This is epidermis. As you know, in all portion, even in the skin epidermis, the epidermis has a role of protection. So here also the epidermis involves a role in protection. Next is endothelium. Endothelium also helps in protection. Next is this is the middle layer. I have drawn an extra coloring. This is middle layer. Middle layer involves in the dehiscence of anther. What is dehiscence of anther? Dehiscence means the maturity. The matured formation of the pollen grain and the bursting of the anther to release the pollen grain. Okay. And last is the tapetum. What does tapetum plays? What role does tapetum plays? Tapetum is a dense cytoplasmic cell which is multinucleated. Tapetum provides nourishment to the growing pollen grain. And these are the pollen sac, as you know, microsporangium. These are the microsporangium, the pollen sac. Here the pollen grains grow. Tapetum provides nourishment to the growing pollen grain. In young anther, in the middle of the microsporangia, in a location like this, there is a group of compact homogeneous cell. This is known as sporogenous tissue. In a young anther, only sporogenous tissue is found. A group of compact homogeneous cell. Homogeneous cell includes all these four microsporangia together in a compact form. Then differentiate to form these structures. Now, if we come under sequence how the microsporangia matures and forms, we can see a sequence like this. First is sporogenous tissue. First is sporogenous tissue. Hope it is visible. I'm writing red only. Since green has a low wavelength, it is not visible. Sporogenous tissue. It is found only in young anther. Next, they form microspore tetrad. The four compact microspore, as we have seen in the previous diagram of anther, these are known as microspore tetrad. Now, each of microspore tetrad, there are four. Each is known as pollen mother cell. Each forms pollen grain. Each is known as pollen mother cell. From microspore tetrad, these undergo meiosis to form microspore. These are pollen. So, this is known as microsporogenesis, a very important definition in your biology. The formation of microspore from microspore tetrad or pollen mother cell in accompanied by the cell division meiosis is known as microsporogenesis. These are the key terms. And next, again four microspore tetrad. These are pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell. Then four microspore tetrad. Now, in each microspore, there are from four microspore tetrad. These undergo dehydration, maturation to form pollen. Sporogenous tissue, which was in young anther, forms microspore tetrad. They undergo mitosis to form microspore tetrad. Then undergo meiosis to form microspore. This process is known as microsporogenesis. Next, they form again four microspore tetrad. Then, at last, on dehydration and maturation, they form pollen grain. Okay. Now, pollen grain. This video is up to this much. In the next video or in the next week probably, I'll be discussing the pollen grain, the structure of pollen grain, how they germinate, and next to that I'll be dealing with megasporogenesis. Hope you guys have liked this video. If you have liked this, please hit the like icon and subscribe my channel, share it as much as you can, and hope you are all well in this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.